European Directives for Critical Infrastructure Protection. This part of the course provides an introduction to European directives related to critical infrastructure protection. It covers the objectives, measures, and implications of 3 European directives: the ESIP Directive, the Electronic Communications Infrastructure Resilience Directive, and the Network and Information Security Directive. It emphasizes the need for risk assessment and management, information exchange, and sharing, emergency response planning, and the creation of a harmonized framework for managing cybersecurity risks. European directives related to critical infrastructure protection play a significant role in ensuring the safety and security of essential services and systems. These directives provide guidelines and regulations aimed at safeguarding critical infrastructure from potential threats and mitigating the potential impact of any disruptions. In this tutorial, we will delve into the various European directives that address critical infrastructure protection, their objectives, and their implications. European Directive 2008/114 EC. The European Critical Infrastructure Protection (ECIP) Directive. The ESIP Directive lays down the measures that EU member states must undertake to identify and designate critical infrastructure sectors and entities within their respective territories. It aims to enhance preparedness and resilience against threats such as terrorism, natural disasters, and industrial accidents. The directive requires member states to develop risk assessment and management strategies, establish information exchange mechanisms, and adopt emergency response plans. European Directive 29/140 EC. The European Electronic Communications Infrastructure Resilience Directive. This directive focuses specifically on the resilience of electronic communications, networks, and services. It emphasizes the need for member states to assess the risk of potential disruptions to these systems and develop measures to prevent, mitigate, and recover from such incidents. The directive also emphasizes cooperation and information sharing among member states and encourages the development of best practices and standards. European Directive 2016/1548, the Network and Information Security (NIS) Directive. This directive addresses the security of network and information systems across various sectors, including energy, transportation, finance, healthcare, and digital services. It aims to create a harmonized framework for managing cybersecurity risks and incidents. Member states are required to identify essential service operators and establish national strategies for network and information security. The directive promotes cooperation and information exchange among member states and establishes a cooperation group to facilitate coordination and support. European Directive 2013/30/EU, the Offshore Safety Directive. This directive focuses on the safety of offshore oil and gas operations and aims to prevent and minimize the risk of accidents, as well as limit the environmental impact of such incidents. It establishes safety requirements, risk assessment procedures, and emergency response mechanisms for offshore installations. The directive also promotes transparency, accountability, and cooperation among member states, operators, and competent authorities. European Directive 2010/65/EU. The Reporting Formalities Directive. The Reporting Formalities Directive addresses administrative procedures in relation to ships calling at EU ports. While not solely focused on critical infrastructure protection, it includes provisions to enhance the security of port facilities, maritime transport, and supply chains. The directive sets out requirements for reporting formalities, including pre-arrival and pre-departure information, and aims to streamline procedures while ensuring the security and safety of goods, passengers, and the environment. In conclusion, understanding and complying with these European directives is essential for ensuring the protection and resilience of critical infrastructure across Europe. It is important for member states' critical infrastructure operators and relevant stakeholders to familiarize themselves with the specific requirements outlined in each directive and establish robust systems and mechanisms for their implementation. As critical infrastructure plays a vital role in the functioning of society, it is crucial to prioritize its protection. The European directives discussed in this tutorial serve as a framework for harmonized actions, cooperation, and information sharing among member states, enabling them to effectively address threats and enhance the resilience of critical infrastructure systems.